And here we go.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille.
Is it too close?
It's too close. Yes.
That's better.
We're kind of scary. Too scary that close.
Who does this? Gina.
No.
No. Oh, I don't have glasses to do. Okay.
Here we are.
We're here for our whatever Wednesdays.
Denise didn't film us this morning because Lori, was it Lori or?
Lori from Fit and Fabulous Mamas. She said we should film our walk in the morning, and like, no, we walk over an hour, and I'm not holding a camera up there.
So she was going to show Shay running to me in the morning, but
I forgot.
But she didn't do that. And then we went by one house. Oh my God, it smelled so bad.
Body.
It smelled like a dead body. It really did. It was dog shit. So it was crap.
She says that, but I really think it might have been a dead body.
It might have been a dead body. It was like
but
really
I'm thinking
bad.
dead body like an animal that they just threw in the garbage can, like instead of calling or putting in.
No, I was thinking dead body, like arms cut off, legs cut off, you know. They put them in garbage bags.
Too many
and put them
criminal
out.
minds.
Yes, that's what I do. But it smelled so bad, and then her dog had to take a crap. And so she stopped right there. And she stopped. I kept on walking. So I told her, I can't. And really, I thought I was going to vomit for at least two more houses. It was so
really
bad.
bad.
And then the bad part was because we knew we had to go past that house two more times. It was just, because we walk a loop. We walk on a loop around the subdivision. But the next two times we held our nose. Yeah. And then the one time when we were walking by, I was just scratching my nose, and the policeman thought I was
we should have told him.
We should have told him there's a dead body over there. Go check it out.
Then he would have thought we were loony.
It smelled bad.
It did smell bad.
It was bad.
Well, no, if it's tomorrow, then we'll really have to call somebody.
Yeah, they brought the trash cans in, so that's the evidence. They're just dragging it back in now because the house looked kind of, and really that's my last, what do you call it? You know, just before I go, my home stretch.
Home stretch.
That's my home stretch house. And the first time could have been my home stretch because it smelled that bad. It was bad. I could see, like, I don't know how people can go to crime scenes. I can understand why they throw up on the
see them on
first
TV
time.
do that, yeah.
It was bad. It was really bad.
And I have to tell you, this morning, you know, these mornings are getting harder to walk.
It is, you know, because I was telling Denise this morning that I stopped walking last year in September. But of course, I gained 36 pounds over the winter, so
yeah, we can't stop.
We can't.
Well, we're going to have to do something. I don't know what we're going to do when the weather gets bad. I mean, it's just a little cool, which is fine. It's just, I don't know, because it's darker or I don't know. Don't feel like going.
Well, the other morning there was frost on the grass, and I thought, oh, good, we don't have to walk because there'll be frost on the sidewalk, but there wasn't. No. Damn it.
Because that's when we're going to stop, when it starts icing over, because we don't need to break a hip. We already have new knees. We do not need new hips.
But and I have like road service, but I don't know that they'd send a tow truck out to lift me up off the ground.
And
that might be a stipulation in there that they won't do that.
I often worry about that. I told you when I was at a restaurant, it was for a baby shower. No, was it a baby shower?
Yeah, no, it was the surprise wedding shower. For
a wedding
Dan
shower.
And Shannon.
Yeah. And it was a restaurant that I had been in years before, but not since. And so anyway, I had to go walk from one part of the restaurant to the other part, and they had it was a step up, and it was dark. And so all of my family from, you know, Boston, I mean, there was like all the out of town relatives there, and everybody you know at the shower. And anyway,
and it was in the restaurant too.
It was the restaurant part, and it was in the middle of the day. You know, it was a Saturday or Sunday. I don't remember which, but anyway. And I walked, and I didn't know there was a step there. So when I hit it, I went flying forward, and I grabbed onto a table that was there, and all that stuff came down on top of me. I'm laying on the ground, and of course then everybody thinks you're drunk because
it's a bar.
It's a bar grill kind of place. So I mean, I look like I would have served just
teeny tiny waitress.
Oh, she was so little, and she said, "Here, let me help you up." And I look at her thinking like that. She goes, "Oh, I'll get you up." And I'm telling you, it was like I was a light bag of feathers. She whooped me up. Anyway, so they can get people are determined.
It was a surprise.
I was thinking I was down for the count, and then I was going to have my brother, you know, whatever, somebody.
It was a surprise shower, and so Dan and Shannon didn't know that Lynn and Dale were coming in from Toronto, and that Paul and Kathy and my Uncle Bob were coming in from Minnesota for the shower. We had lied to them and told them that they were on their way to Toledo for a wedding. And so he was really surprised to see them. But what was funny is because he says, well, I guess you're not going to the wedding in Toledo. Hello.
Wake up.
And Denise was the photographer because she's our official photographer for everything. And so she's snapping all of her pictures, getting everybody in, except for Jim because he's in the witness protection because he's not going to be on any film. But anyway, so she had gone up to Shannon's sister Heather and said, you know, I want to get a picture of the cake. And so Heather says, well, Mrs. Carrico's bringing the cake, me. And so Denise comes and she says, well, where's the cake? And I went, oh, crap, I'm supposed to get the cake.
We're already at the shower.
We're already
It's
at the shower.
started.
It's a surprise shower. It's 1 o'clock, and they're supposed to be there at, I gotta be
I
like
think
quieter.
it was Saturday.
Was it? Well, it was
a
it was a
Saturday.
Saturday, but it was that the shower was supposed to be at 1:30.
I think there's something there.
And it was 1 o'clock, and they said, well, where's the cake? And so I had called our favorite bakery, Hodell's.
Sad that we have a favorite bakery.
Yes, but it was really, and so I called them and I said, I'm the mother of the groom. I promised the mother of the bride that I would have the shower cake. And guess what? I didn't bring a cake. I don't have a cake. And, you know, I need a cake. And so she said, well, how many people? And I think we had 30 people
I
or
don't know,
30.
more than maybe 40.
I said, well, at least for, like, I need a sheet cake. I said, but I know I'm, like, asking for the moon. And she said, well, I have a marble one. I says, I don't care what flavor it is. I said, you know, if you could just slap something on it that just says, congratulations, Dan and Shannon, and I'll come and get it. So we went and got it. And Mary, my sister Mary, had brought me to go pick up the cake because the cake was probably, what do you think, it's about 10 minutes from there,
Yeah.
15 minutes from there. And just as I got in, the cake was done, it was all wrapped, and they go, here you go, because, you know, I explained that it was a surprise shower. And we get back, and Mary drops me off at the door with the cake so that Dan and Shannon wouldn't see us. And who does she run into in the parking lot is Dan and Shannon. And so why is Mary at this bar?
Yeah.
You know, and so Mary
It's
is
not by close by.
But you know, we're all such good fabricators. I want to say liars. But so Mary had told her, she says, oh, I'm meeting some friends here for lunch. What are you doing here? And Shannon says, well, remember I was telling you last night we were coming here for a birthday party because they thought it was odd that they were going to a birthday party.
At a bar and grill.
At a bar
For a
and
little
grill.
kid.
For a little kid. So they had their presents for the little kid, and it turned out it was for them. But we had fun. It was good. I mean, they kind of crammed us in, I thought. They could have gave us a little bit more room, but
Shannon. She didn't know anything about it.
Shannon didn't know
Shannon's
anything about
sister.
it. Yeah. Well, I don't think it was so much her. I think it was the people.
It was the bar, actually.
The way they set it up, because there was plenty of room that we could have had more room. We were literally sitting like this.
Yes, it was quite tight.
But I sat on the end because I don't like being all clustered in.
I see.
But
Well, one of the things I wanted to talk about, because we never know what we're going to talk about, but one thing I did plan to talk about was that Gina Pearson, hello, she had, crazy lady, she has a new channel. It's Crazy Lady Crochet, right?
Crazy Crochet Lady.
No.
I thought it was Crazy Crochet Lady. We just looked it up.
This is sad because we looked it up before. I wanted to make sure I got it right.
Crochet Crazy Lady.
Anyway, and she's going to teach people how to crochet. Well, I have learned to crochet many years ago, and I haven't crocheted in years. So I thought, oh, this would be good to refresh my mind. And so I did, and she's a very good teacher. So if that's something you want to learn, she really goes step by step, very close up, and she does a great job. And she's funny along the way, as Gina is. But I have a question for Gina, because I'm making this thing, and I'm going to make it, she's doing granny squares, and you're supposed to make them about this big, and then she's going to show us how to put them together to make a bag or something. But I went to, I'm making a little quilt that not a quilt, I'm so quilty, a little throw for my nephew's wife is due any day now, and she's gonna have a baby girl, and I wanted to make just a little blanket to put over, like when you're having the carrier, you know, so that how people do that. I don't want to make a big thing, so I'm making, like, here it is, Gina. Look.
You want me to hold up this end?
Look at my work so far. I don't know how much more I'm going to go. A little bit bigger, because I want to be able to cover, like, you know, the part of the carrier. But what I want you to do is to teach us, and I'm probably skipping way ahead on your training, but you need to help me, because I'm going to put, like you said, single row crochet on the ends when I'm done. But I would like to make a little scallop on the end.
Like potatoes?
No, yeah, scallop potatoes. Gotta get fattening food in there. And so just to make it pretty, since it's for a girl, and I don't know how to do that. So if you could maybe send me a little thing, or like make a little video, that'd be really helpful, because I'm
Make it
almost
special just for Denise. Cause
exactly.
Special.
Because we're friends, and a friend would help me with that. So she's due any day, so I need to get this completed. So if you can,
Well, if you're such good friends, I don't understand why she just doesn't hop on a plane and fly here.
and show me in person. But
we'd pick you up at the airport. Well,
you stay
I
at
would.
Sandy's house.
Yeah, you can stay at my house. I have a guest room. Well, we call it David's room, but
Yeah, it's a guest room.
It's a guest
because
room.
everybody stays at Sandy's house that comes into town.
yes.
It's like, yeah.
That's just, I had, for Danny's wedding, we had people like down the basement. We had them in the
She
bedroom.
borrowed beds from me.
We borrowed beds. We went to everybody's house and took their beds. So we had in the, yeah, we went to Mary's house and took her twin bed out of her spare room.
My
And then we
kids'
went
beds.
to David's house and we took David and Alyssa's bed.
So they had to sleep on the floor.
They'd sleep
but
on the
don't
floor. We put them down the basement. And then we went and took Josh's bed.
So,
But everybody was here and it was so much fun. It was
a lot
just,
of fun.
it was,
Hello, all of you.
I just
Very
love having
much.
all my family
Oh,
over.
we have another shout out.
For who?
For Barb.
Oh yeah, shout out to Barb. She wants to complain about the Skittles
doesn't know who
commercial.
Barb is,
Oh,
so-
Barb is
okay.
Jim's sister, and she's my sister-in-law. And she wants to complain about the Skittles commercial, you know, where they have all the little Skittles all over their face and then they pick them off and eat it. It's
I
gross.
have never seen that.
You've never seen that?
No.
It's a
I
gross
zipped through
commercial.
some-
It looks like the guy's just had a massive breakout of bad acne, and then the other person that's with them picks up one of the Skittles off their face and eats it, and then their face breaks out with all the Skittles. You've never seen
I
that
have
commercial?
never seen that. Well, I zipped through the commercial.
Well, I zipped through them too, but I saw that one and it was disgusting.
That does sound disgusting.
It was disgusting. I don't know, you know, I wouldn't buy a Skittle. I don't like Skittles anyhow, but
My kids love them.
like Skittles.
My kids love them, but I
But,
don't like them myself. But
There's not too many
Did
candies
you
I
want
don't
something
like.
else? Why don't you get
Something
something
about
else?
Christmas. Oh yeah, the Christmas music. Yeah, it's like it's not November 1st and the Christmas music. It's not November 1st today, but November 1st all the Christmas music starts on our stations, and my daughter just loves it, and I cannot stand the song. Simply having a wonderful Christmas day. I hate that song. It's like right up there with Amazing Grace. And every time it comes on the radio, Christy calls me. Or if I don't answer, she'll leave it in my answering machine. So when I have to hear it, I'll have to hear the song because she knows how much I don't like it. My favorite song is Carol of the Bells. That's my favorite.
I like the Little Drummer Boy with what's it? Bing Crosby and
David Crosby.
David Bowie.
David Bowie.
Yeah, I like that one. That's my favorite one.
And then when I'm in church on Christmas, when they play What Child Is This, I Cry, because that was my father's favorite song. He always plays it. I don't know if you have a memory of that, but he did always
I
play
know. I
that.
remember that, and you know the really good one is Bocelli and Mary J. Blige that sing that. It's very good.
I like Sting Sings Gabriel's song. I like that one too.
Yeah. Anyway,
But
Off on
my
a
kids
tangent.
don't look forward to Christmas. Well, my boys mostly. My Christy could care because it doesn't involve her. But I have so much Christmas crap. And it's not crap. I have like all those storage tubs. So that on Thanksgiving, before they can go home, they have to bring all of it up. So now they have, David and Josh are old enough and they got them doing it now too. But I would say I probably have, without exaggeration, maybe 25 tubs.
Probably big ones, the big
tubs,
Tupperware
big
ones
tubs.
or whatever.
And I decorate my
Rubbermaid
kitchen, and I decorate in my living room, and my
Lights
dining
are
room, and my
everywhere.
back room, and
Lights, camera, action.
And so I do that over Thanksgiving weekend, so I have all my Christmas stuff up. And then on New Year's Day I have dinner, and then they have to carry all the crap back down because I take it down on New Year's Eve. Well, actually it's the day after because I think I take it down on New Year's Day, and then they come and I just have it stacked everywhere, and then they bring it down. They tell me I have to weed it out because once I'm dead they're just going to put it out to the curb. And I tell them not to do that because there's so much good stuff in there. There
See,
really
I have
is.
over the years had less and less and less. I mean, less is more kind of decorating now. It's just.
No, not me.
It's
More
too
is more.
much.
More
It's
is
too
more.
much.
But
I do. I'll show you mine. It won't be anything in comparison to hers when that time comes.
no.
I could show you my.
I don't have to
fall.
turn any lights on in the house because I have all my Christmas lights up everything. So that works out for me pretty good. And then I have a really nice set of Christmas china. And then we have an Eve of Christmas Eve dinner that we've done ever since my kids were little because we always went Christmas Eve to Jim's family and we always went Christmas Day to my family. And I wanted something just for my own immediate little family. So we always do the Eve of Christmas Eve. So even now my kids grown up, they always go, oh, the Eve of Christmas Eve. So we always do that like on the 23rd. Obviously that's the Eve of Christmas Eve, 23rd. And then I have just the candles lit and the lights, and the kids all love it. It's just really nice. But oh, and I wanted to say, Kim, I just loved your Halloween video. Your costumes were great. Your husband just looks so good as Prince Charming and Cinderella. I forget your daughter's name. What's her name?
Kylie.
Kylie. You think I remember that, but I don't.
Easy.
And
That should be easy. to
easy
remember.
peasy. But
And
of
what
course
is Lori's? Nady.
Nady. Well, I was going to say that Nady. They were Darth Vader.
They
Well,
were really good.
Yeah, but Darth Vader couldn't make it or something. He was working or something. But I love the way your house, your neighborhood decorates. They really get into it. We've had a couple houses, but nothing but to that magnitude. That was just great. My favorite was the clown in the car with the dead body under the tire. Just reminded me of my Criminal Minds. It was just so good. But I'm just kind of curious. What time do you guys start trick-or-treating? Because it seems so light. It just... I mean, we start at 6 o'clock where it's light, but it gets dark
Right,
pretty
kind of
quick.
quickly. It gets
You know, and you're, well, maybe because they're farther east. But no, I think you're still,
I don't know.
your sun would go down quicker. I don't know. Because we're like almost to the central zone. Almost. Yeah, because the other side of Michigan's central,
Yeah, I guess.
I think. She don't care.
I don't think so.
No, it's not. It's not. I take that
think
back.
you're wrong.
No, when we go into Wisconsin.
Okay, I was gonna say because
Yeah, when we
Michigan
go into
is
Wisconsin.
all. Yeah.
Well, you know, somewhere on the water.
Okay.
Like Michigan.
You can never be wrong.
It's just not in my nature. I just can't.
It's just
I might be mistaken now and again, but I'm never wrong.
no.
No, I'm not.
We're splitting hairs, but we're
I guess.
picking our words.
But then I went to the eye doctor's today, and I feel like my eye, I feel like I got like a granule of sand in the eye, and it's just driving me crazy. And so they got I don't know, some other machine to look at my eyeball. And I have a scratch on my eye, my cornea, that came from the surgery due to the fact that I have astigmatism really bad in that eye. And he says it's kind of unavoidable. But I didn't know what he was going to do. Is he took this little tiny little cardboard piece of paper and he put it in my eyeball. I didn't know that. Thank goodness I didn't know that. But now I know he's going to do it when he has to look at my other eye if I get another scratch, because he said there's a good possibility it'll scratch my other eye too. So I have some kind of ointment I got to put in my eye tonight. I don't know how that's going to go.
Another ointment.
That's an ointment. And then they gave me new instructions and they wrote them all out again.
Like you needed it.
Like I really did need it. But I don't know how I'm going to get
Probably
that.
big letters on our chart.
It's a pretty big thing. I wonder what I did with that paper. I have it
No, I'm
somewhere.
talking about in your chart. It's probably written in big red letters. Write
Yeah.
down instructions clearly.
Could be. But even when I was doing the eye exam, and I was, like, they go, how is this one better or worse? It's about the same.
Hate that.
And I'm thinking they, you don't want to give a wrong answer or something, but it's not like it's a test or something. But the one time he looked and I said, well, 1 is better than 3. And then the next time he said, well, which better? And he tricked me and he gave me the exact same chart, and I said 3 was better than 1. So he said, well, last time I did it, 1 was better than 3. And I go, well, I don't know what the hell to tell you. I said, I got a granule of sand in my eye. And he says, well, blink, blink, blink. So I blinked, and then I could see. So, but I'm going to have to wear glasses, which doesn't bother me. But he said because they're going to do the eyes nearsighted, he said, and the prescription will be different, and I'll still have to wear glasses. But I don't care. Who cares? Whatever. That's the way it goes.
I liked when I had my LASIK and I didn't have to wear glasses anymore.
Yeah, but now she's got to wear glasses, so what good did it do?
I don't have to wear glasses, but when I'm driving at night, or I really could watch a TV. It's just that I like to read all the fine print. Now, they bring up their cell phones now and all the other crap. So I wear glasses to see that, but I don't really need to all the rest of my day.
Yeah, it was kind of nice that when I watch TV now, I can read the writing on the TV screen, which I couldn't do that before. Like Jim can't hear and I couldn't see. So when we'd watch TV, I'd say, "What's that say?" And he'd tell me what it says, and he'd say, "What'd they say?" I would tell him what they say. It's a good thing our chairs are right next to each other, because we're nuts. We just really are. But once again, we're gonna go walk tomorrow, and we're gonna walk on Friday.
Beautiful weather here.
It's like 79. I think I got up to today. I think we broke a record.
We did actually. Yeah.
So it's really nice, but
we have to remember these days when we're in the middle of our snowstorm.
But I'm just like we said, I just don't see me walking on a treadmill. I really don't.
We'll
And
see how
Denise
it goes.
has a problem with her Fitbit too, Lori. So
I don't get to wear it.
I have mine on. But you know what? It doesn't track the time right, unless my heart stops beating or something, or I have like a really slow resting beat or something, because like it'll show that I fell asleep like at 8 o'clock at night, and I don't go to bed till midnight. And I'm thinking I was awake, but obviously my heart
Not
was
moving enough.
the fine physical physique that I'm in, that my resting heart rate.
You're not moving enough.
Well,
You're
no,
probably watching TV and you're just sitting there.
no, I like to think that it's my resting heartbeat.
So say, don't try to pretend you're not watching TV, because that would be a fabrication, as you
Yes.
call it.
Yes, not a lie. We don't lie.
Yes.
She wouldn't let me drive to my sister's memorial. She drove. And then she missed the turn.
Well, they had not really missed the turn so much, because it would have been okay. No, it would have been okay had they have not had the construction that they have going. And so the lanes were normally, like we call it a Michigan U-turn, and you go past and you go around an island to come back. Well, because of the construction, I was going to do that, and then I'd been right there as the church, but they wouldn't let you do that. So we had to go way
We
out
passed
there,
the church.
which I had planned on doing.
You were going to go past the church? No, you were going to turn before that. You were going to turn like the
No.
loop-de-loop, the Michigan turn, and then go like by Mary's house.
No, I had no intention of doing
Well,
that.
then you were really going way out of the way.
No, because
We could have went up Nunley.
we could have, but that wasn't what I was planning on doing.
She planned wrong. She
Yeah.
chose poorly.
It's fine. We got there on time. It was a very good mass.
Well, we were originally going to be there like, what, 20 minutes early?
Yeah, we were going to get there really early.
And then we ended up getting there 3 minutes before it started.
Yeah, before it started. We
But we
said
got
hi
there
to the
before it
priest as
started.
we were going in.
Yeah. We walked him in. We escorted him in.
Oh, at the end, you know, they had these, it's not funny, but it is. At the end, they had a table set up of all the pamphlets, and they were nice. They had like, anybody who died with it, if you don't know what we're talking about, and it's All Saints Day, and no, All Souls Day. And anybody who
We're
died
Catholic.
in the parish that last year, you know, they say their name, and the families from them come, you know, it's kind of like a memorial for them. And they had a table set up of like these books, you know, and they had their names of each
Right
of the
in front
people.
of the altar.
Right in front of the altar, and they had candles. It was all pretty. And then the book, you signed them in and whatever. And at the end of the mass, well, not quite the end, but near the end,
For the final procession.
he was saying, you know, if you didn't get one of the books for your family, there's one per family, and it's like a book.
But he did say after the Mass.
After mass, you should come and get these books, because then there's prayer books, and there's like, if you go graveside, prayers that you can say there, whatever.
We don't.
Yeah, well, that's a whole other story. But anyway, and so then they get ready to go, and this man, I'm sorry.
He was crippled too.
He was crippled. He had a cane. He was like, it looked like he was going to topple over any minute. And while they're, you know, going off the altar
With
to
their
make
candles
with the, you know, procession to leave,
cross.
he's in the middle of them getting the book, like literally in the middle of them. And we're thinking he's going to fall, knock the table over with all the candles. I mean, and here they're all, they just kept going like that was just nothing. The priest and the, you know, they had a deacon and 2 priests and the altar, you know, servers, and that was a big thing. And I mean, it was kind of funny. But before that, the priest had a really, really good sermon.
A homily. Yeah, it was good.
Which about death, and you know, it really, you know, kind of did make me feel better. Not that you.
Yeah,
you
kind
still
of like
miss your
saying
people.
that, you know, you're going home and, you know,
Yeah,
the Lord
and
will
you
be there.
feel
to
like
meet you and
that's
your
your home when you go, and it'll
you
be
know.
like when you're coming home.
Right.
It was a very, very good. He really did.
He
really
talked about, I think it was in Italy or something.
Yes.
His family was from Italy, and his mother had talked about it so much when he was growing
And
up.
she had seen pictures of it, but
And
never
that
had
was
been
it.
there.
And then he had brought her home to see Italy for the last time. And he said that he felt like he was home because he had heard so much about
Yeah.
it. So he expects heaven to be like that. My question is, I have a lot of questions for God. Go figure. But my question is, if I really want to see my mother, I want my mother to come and see me, but then she's going to want to see her mother, and her mother's going to want to see her mother, and
They
her mother's
greet
going to
you
want
at
to
the
see her mother.
gate.
I know, but you know what? How much time are they going to give me? You know, it's just
What do
like,
you mean?
oh, Sandy's here. Okay. Hi, Sandy. Oh, let's go back over here and have, you know, I know. Why is she going to spend any time with me when she'd rather be with her own
No, she
brothers and
wouldn't rather
sisters?
be. She'd rather greet you when you're coming in, and then when you're in there, you're in the
Then I'm
heaven.
on my own.
No, because you'll be in a heaven. You'll be.
I'll be all on my own. It's like,
Oh.
Mama, can you hear me? Papa, can you hear me?
Okay. Well, anyway,
That's
I don't know
my
how we got off
question.
onto that. Whatever.
And then I'm going to want to know who, you know, like if Lee Harvey Oswald was alone.
she's got a lot of
I
questions.
got a lot of questions.
She should bring a clipboard.
St.
down the
Peter's,
list.
St. Peter's going to be.
He's going like, oh, are we really letting her in?
She really coming?
She's gonna really talk this year off.
I thought we were going to let her live another 10 years.
So we didn't
Prepare ourselves for this. But I know it's going to be a great place to be. But I just kind of don't know how everybody's going to fit up there. I'm going to be thinner, so I'll fit. I won't take up as much room.
There you go. Your soul doesn't weigh anything. We'll be equals without the skinny.
Well, the skinny bitches.
They
Move
won't.
over.
They won't have anything on us. It's one way to look at it.
Yeah.
Okay, we've gone a long time now. I know. Who was it Lori?
Lori.
Lori said, "Don't watch the clock, Denise." But you know, the longer these videos, the longer it takes me to do the work.
See, I took the technical difficulties into my own hand. I went and bought a new memory card.
Yes.
Because we think that's the problem. It just seems strange that when she's filming me, we have a technical difficulty, but when she's...
Oh yeah, see, well we had, she talked about it, honest to God. That just stopped out of no
real
reason.
quick.
Like us. Hold on. We have to talk. I don't know why that happened.
I don't know what happened because...
Because she just said it,
I
and honest
changed
to
it.
God, then the computer,
And then it just
I mean,
shut up.
the thing just turned off.
See,
It's a fresh battery and a whole new card, so there's no reason that
you
should
won't
have happened.
convince me that that wasn't St. Peter saying,
Same.
you know what, we'll show her. Because he's like looking out for me, I know.
Okay, but anyway,
Okay, like us.
subscribe,
comment, and share.
And we'll see you again. What's
Well,
today?
we don't know, not that Friday. On Saturday.
Friday, we're not going to be having our family dinner because I'm having a Norwex party
With a nacho bar.
with a nacho bar.
You know what you could make? Is you could make that Pampered Chef brownie.
Oh, yeah,
It's a
add
banana
that on
split
the
brownie.
It's very
It
good.
was so good. It's just so good.
Very good, but very fattening. So I don't know when we'll see you next.
Trying to think. Saturday, what are we doing Saturday? Oh, you're...
I'm sewing.
And I'm going to meet my friend for lunch. But it's like I told you, it's a church thing, and it's just the ladies make fun. There's no preservatives in the food. And
Right. Okay, well, we were done, and we
we
really are done.
We really
so
are done.
We will see you later.
Bye.